going, guys? Drew Peacock here, back with another video, and today is the day we've all been waiting for. Today is the day the C6 ZR1 is no longer stock. Today we're gonna go get it tuned. If you guys don't know what we've done to the car so far, I will go ahead and open her up. But this is my super low-key sleeper build, and this is just phase one of it, just to get the ball rolling. So I did just wash it. There's a lot of water everywhere, but we have a K&N cold air intake, beautiful carbon fiber design. We have a catless X-pipe system, so free-flowing exhaust. And then to top it all off, we got this little thing right there that allows me to run different types of fuel. And with all of that combined, hopefully we pick up 50 to 80 wheel horsepower today. And in total, those mods costed me $600. So this would be the best bang for your buck mod setup probably that you can do. Now, I only got that lucky because I found that intake already pre-owned. It was brand new in the box, but that is a $1,000 intake. I got extremely lucky. Only Rears, that car is falling apart. Only Rears actually sent it to me. He found it on OfferUp, and I just swooped in and snatched it really quick. But besides that, the flex sensor is $300, so we're in at 600 bucks, and let's just see how much $600 adds horsepower wise. Now, if you guys didn't see the last video, we took the car out in its untuned form and went ahead and did a couple 60 to 130s and a couple 0 to 60s. The biggest limiting factor was the tire setup, honestly, and I still think that'll be a limiting factor. So after we get off dyno, I'm actually gonna put back on the stock wheels just until my new tires get here and they're all mounted and everything, because I mean, I'm running around on these toasted ass Hoosiers. So yeah, let's just get through dyno today, and then we'll figure that out over the weekend or something. But yeah, place your bets down below. I think the car stock makes 540 wheel, so I'm thinking at least 600. Brian thinks 630, and I think so does Eric. So we'll have to see. We are still on the stock fuel system, so that's pretty much gonna be our limiting factor, and we're still stock pulley. So to everyone else that looks at this car, it's bone stock, and that's what I'm gonna tell people. It's a bone stock C6 ZR1 from here on out. Anyways, let's go ahead and hop in the car. We're gonna go pick up Johnny and some gas jugs, and we'll head over to the dyno shop. All right, let's see. One last cold start. Sounds really good. I'm really happy with how it sounds. The whole point of this setup and the setup going forward is to just make it look as low-key as possible. I want everyone to look at this car and think it's pretty much stock. So all of the mods that we are going to continue doing to this car, they're gonna be super low key. Like, I'm not gonna go and throw a Kong blower on it, unless Kong wants to send me a Kong blower, then I will. But I want it to look low key. So this is just phase one. I don't wanna say stage one, because that's goofy. This is phase one. What are you doing to this thing?
You know, I just wanted to take it around the block because it's been sitting for a week, and I was like, oh, bring the cat with me, and you know, he seems to enjoy it.
He does seem to enjoy it.
I don't know. It purrs, so.
It purrs or the cat purrs?
Both.
Both purr.
Yeah, he was trying to climb into the foot box. I'm like, you know what, you get here. I'm holding you.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Here's Johnny's ZR1 right here. His has full nitrous kit, smaller supercharger pulley. Probably makes, without the nitrous, 6 something wheel. I don't know. It's still on 91, but with the nitrous, you know, 150 shot. It's no joke. Right now it's buried. He's waiting on registration, but yeah, we'll have to take him out cruising once ours is no longer stock. Or we could play with this. It ain't quite Ford versus Ferrari, but Chevy versus Ferrari. We could see if Chevy can hold its own against the 458. 10,000 likes and I'll make Johnny do a nitrous kit on the Ferrari. Let's go. Smash that like button. All right, we just got here. They're gonna load it up. We are on rollers, not hubs, so we'll have to see, I guess, how that compares. It'll be a pretty even comparison with the Mustang, I would assume. But obviously the Supra was on hubs when we tuned that. So right there it made 584 wheel with 556 torque, and you can see the curve is healthy, and he stopped revving it at about 68. So he's going to give it a little bit more. I think he said he wants to go to 7, maybe even 72, based on what JC was telling me right now. But you can see the first one was at 480, then 580, then 584, and this is still all on 91. All right, we're going to do another one really quick, and then we're going to go to E85. Fucking shit. 594 on 91. God damn. Holy shit.
That's a really nice horsepower to turn.
All right, we're gonna do an E85, well, E-mix blend right here, I guess. It's not E85, but I'll stand at the rear just to see if we see anything cool.
He's definitely gonna make it to 640.
Well, if we don't run out of injector. So at E40 right now, with the first pull, we're at 622. I thought we were gonna only hit 6, and we did that at pretty much 91. So, and the curve is beautiful, just power, 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 all the way till the end. So everything looks good. AFRs look good. So we'll see if the car keeps liking it. We'll keep giving it a little bit more juice. But I mean, we're pretty much making the crank horsepower at the wheels, and we're kind of barely getting started. All right, we're gonna do another E40 pull, see if we can gain any more power. Little bit of power. Either due to heat or we're adjusting the fuel map, I would guess. All right, so here are the final numbers. We ran out of injector. We're at about E40, E50. So we made 622 was the max power and 584 torque. So for just an intake, catless exhaust, and a flex sensor, that's not bad. If we had injectors, he's saying 650, 660 all day, maybe even 680. The car just wakes up with more E85, obviously. So, no, I know, yeah.
594 to 620.
We got to get fuel injector clinic ASAP.
Fuel injector clinic, respond to my emails. Come on.
So yeah, we were limited. Damn, my hair is crazy. I've been looking like this all night. Yeah, we were limited by fuel injector, which is exactly what I figured. I think they're like 550s cc stock. So super low injector. That's probably the next upgrade. Just injectors and call it a day. Should be good after that. Plenty of power. It looks stock. I'm happy. I do just want to give a special thank you to Balto Performance for letting us borrow the dyno, and Tom. They're located here in Signal Hill. I'm definitely gonna have Tom redo the Coyote, and I was already talking about plans for that, so that's gonna be next. 100% that's gonna be next. Okay, so I just got on it a little bit, and oh my God, like, it completely woke up the car. I can't film it because I got no passenger anymore. I dropped off Johnny. So I'm gonna need to strap on a GoPro and go for a drive. I can't do it tonight. It's already midnight. I can't film a whole nother video tonight. I gotta get this one out to you guys. So, I mean, I can give you guys maybe a little taste of it, But I mean, this is with one hand, so you guys got to keep that in mind. Oh my God. Just a little baby pull. I'm not, little baby pull, guys. Definitely the 60 to 130 is going to be well improved. Let's just say that. It's going to definitely shaved off some time with this new power. But yeah, let me get home and we can wrap up this video. But I'm like shaking from how fucking fun this car is already. Well, I think some of you guys owe me an apology. When I threw on the K&N, you know how many people were commenting, oh, Drew's already starting to with Ricer mods. Whether they were serious or not, that little K&N intake and just my catless exhaust picked up 40 to 50 horsepower. 40 to 50 horsepower. These things stock dyno at probably 550 wheel after drivetrain loss. And with 91 dog shit California piss gasoline, we got it to 595 or whatever it was. And you guys all called me a cheap ass and called me a ricer and stuff because I went with a K&N and I just gutted my cats instead of going with long tubes. You don't need long tubes on these cars. The headers are designed pretty well. Yeah, maybe you could pick up a little bit of noise and pick up a little bit of power, but I've seen long tubes lose power. So let's just leave it as is. Let's get that exhaust gas flowing out the back as fast as possible. Let's get it sucking in as much air as possible and let's send it. And that's exactly what this setup is designed to do. Now, I was going to port the snout and the throttle body, but didn't feel like pulling the whole blower for maybe another 30 horsepower, especially since we were already limited on fuel. Now, I totally could do that with injectors and probably make 700 wheel horsepower on a car that looks bone stock. So I'm a little interested in that. I might do that. Comment down below if you guys think I should port the throttle body and the snout. There's not a whole lot of meat in the snout, so it's not gonna be like crazy. So I might just leave it. Maybe we'll just do injectors and just see what it makes on full E85. He guesstimated anywhere between 660 and 680. I mean, this already made way more power than I thought it was gonna make. If you would have told me that the car was going to make 590 something on 91, I would have called you a dirty little liar and gave you a little slap on the toots because that is just a load of crap. But it made that on 91. I was blown away. When I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, we're definitely running out of injector any moment now because there's no shot that we have much more room after all that. So that's a good intake. That's actually a really good intake. Thumbs up K&N for making something decent. K&N makes good stuff. I have nothing against K&N, and I never have. It's just when ricers buy a K&N and then they slap the sticker on their car and they're like, yeah, I'm a tuner. Yeah, look at that, I'm a tuner guy. Yeah, K&N makes good filters. Their filters flow good. I like them. I run K&Ns on most of my cars, so nothing against the filters. Just don't slap the sticker on your car when it's the only thing you've done to your car. And if you get one, probably tune for it because it breathes a lot better with that. In all honesty though, this is gonna be a deadly little car because essentially the whole goal of it, like I've said from day one, is I want it to look stock. And so far, besides the intake, it still looks stock. If I pop this hood at a car meet or at a car event, people are gonna look under here and be like, oh, an intake. Oh, we still stock header and stock pulley. Yeah, this thing probably is, you know, pretty much stock. He's probably slow. Maybe we could gap him on the freeway. We'll find him on the freeway and gap him. This little thing can move. So we'll have to see what the 60 to 130 time is now. I might wait till after I get tires. I am gonna put on my stock wheels for now because I don't like the rear tires. They are very sketch. And to help keep it looking low key, I might as well go back to stock and burn down the tires that came with it. I mean, if not, they're just gonna be wasted anyways. But yeah, super happy with the results. Couldn't have gone better in my opinion. It made plenty of power. It did what I wanted it to do. And at the end of the day, it made it home. Can't go any better than that. So big shout out to Tom and Balto at Balto's Performance. I definitely want to have Tom revise the Mustang at the very least, but I already talked about plans of turning it up, so it's going to happen a lot sooner than you guys think. Anyways, tomorrow I will go strap on a GoPro and go drive this thing around and have some fun. So I haven't really experienced it yet. Tomorrow will be the day. Anyways, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please let me know down below. I know it wasn't super action packed, but a lot of good info today, and we finally have some numbers on the ZR1. Anyways, subscribe, and until next video, peace.